never let you down.
Time to walk up and follow.
It is sure to place your feet on solid ground.
Oh yeah, Jesus is the way to wash away your sins. So take up your cross, my friends, and follow him. Praise and follow.
The love of the Lord will never let you down.
Love of the Lord.
All right, it's 28 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's time to say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Hope all is well with you. And if all is not well, you're still not doing too bad. I want to say a very special good morning to those of you on the sister isles of Carriacou and PT Martinique. I hope you all are doing fine. Yeah, Gailey, good morning. How you doing? You all right? Yeah, Tumble and Rumble and Snowy and Girl, everybody. All right, yeah? Good. Nice. Shondell and Cheryl, good morning also. Yeah, good morning. It is Thursday. Could you imagine that? I mean, I stepped outside a while ago and you know the Christmas breeze already start coming in, eh? You're feeling the chill. Yeah, that's a very, very nice, a very, very special feeling. Yeah, Christmas is really a season, eh? It's not a day. Trust me. You know, there's a nice feeling that comes with it. And when it's gone, you feel a sort of emptiness on the inside, yeah? I want to say good morning once again to my good friend Mike Noel. How you doing, Mike? All is well, right? I hope you're doing fine, man. Whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. You're looking well. I mean, I know from a little boy growing up, I'm hearing Mike Noel and the Banana News, man. And he looks the same. Your wife taking good care of you. Well, you are a lucky man, you know, when you get a lady from Moya and them areas and them, you know, that's a good thing. He who finds a lady from Moya and Pulse finds himself a good thing. Good morning. Good morning to Eric Galba Mitchell out there in Munich in St. Andrew. Branny, good morning to you also. You follow up. All right, good. Good morning to you and the entire household, man. Petlin and the folks inside of Munich, good morning. Yeah. Carrier, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Matthew Pegleg John. Yeah. John or Joseph, boy, your surname. Any case, Pegleg, good morning to you and your household. Yeah, and the folks inside of Ahoma. Morning, Zobi and everybody. Saying good morning to the folks on the western side of the island. Good morning to Guav, the city that never sleeps. Yeah, good morning, and never sleep, you know. Yeah, any time of the day or night, you'd find something happening in Guav. On the lands, the folks at Kelly's Hot Spot, good morning. Yeah, morning. How are we doing this morning? Victoria, good morning. Yeah, Shai, what's up, man? Ashton Tika, good morning, my old schoolmate. This morning saying good morning to the principal and staff and the students of the McDonald College. I had a conversation with Mr. Andal yesterday. He said they're preparing for, football and so forth. Tell him I want us to win the Intercall this year. You know, Andal, you feel we could do that, boy? Saltando Alta Petimos, remember that? Yeah, we aim high things. Miss Clarissa Silvan, good morning to you out there in Mali, St. Patrick, called the Blogger Hole. Yeah, morning, how all you do? All you good? Jeff and everybody. Xander, good morning. Nice. Rodney James and family inside of Mount Rule in St. Patrick. Good morning, Pumpkin. I want to say good morning to the McLeish family. They all in Snell Hall, right? Yeah. Amstar and your wife and the children, Martin, Hester, and Hillary. Good morning to you all. When I tell you all I know Grenada, I know Grenada. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Good. Apollo, good morning. A famous bus driver, one of the best bus drivers. Well, not just bus driver, one of the best drivers I've known in all my life. Apollo. Yeah. Remember the days when he drove for Fred now? You remember the Mazda bus? Yeah. Nice. Good. Nonetheless, folks, it's time for us to do what we've got to do. It's time for us to get with the program. It's 23 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Before I do that, I want to say good morning to the folks inside of Woburn, inside of St. George. Woburn, good morning. Yeah, Cali Vinny, good morning too. Hope everybody doing fine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. So it's now time for the word of the day. The word of the day today is the word, it is an adjective, it's a describing word. Yeah, it is a descriptive word. It's the word is fervid. Fervid, F-E-R-V-I-D. Fervid is a somewhat formal word describing people or things that express or are expressive of strong feelings. Nice. Here's how we can use the word. Many of the movie franchise's most fervid fans camped outside of the theater for days leading up to the new installment's opening night. Well, I want to camp outside one of the theaters to see Equalizer 3 because I'm a fervid fan of Equalizer 3. Well, not just Equalizer 3, that whole how you call it, that whole trilogy. Yeah, Equalizer with Denzel Washington. I want to camp, but you know, when coming to think of it, I think the only place that we have a cinema in Grenada now is in Movie Palace. That's in the Excel Plaza. I don't think they're showing movies at the Lux anymore. Reno is no more. There's no longer the Caribbean cinema in Sauters. Everybody have their own cinema in their house now, yeah? Yeah, but I'm longing to somebody who could put it on a DVD for me. Put it on a DVD for me, and I want to see Equalizer 3. I understand this is the bad one. So remember this, the word of the day, fervid, F-E-R-V-I-D, is somewhat formal word describing people or things that express or are expressive of strong feelings. Many of the movie franchise's most fervid fans camped outside of theaters for days leading up to the new installment's opening night. Good, nice. Nadisha, good morning to you. This is your segment, baby. Yeah. Did I say baby? Wow, take care. I get myself in problems here, you know. Seeing your husband, you're feeling, you know, have a lot of insecure men outside there, you know. Can't let their wife take a little compliment and think they're getting jealous, you know. Yeah, as my good friend would say, they're getting sick. Judland, good morning. Judland St. Gilles, good morning. Yeah, my Haitian darling, you know what I'm saying? The Haitians, the Haitian community in Grenada, good morning to you. You're welcome. Yeah. Now, the thought of the day, if you want to fly, you have to give up the things that weigh you down. If you want to fly, you have to give up the things that weigh you down. Nice. You can't want to soar and you don't have heavy weights on you. That's not going to work. In essence, what he's saying is if, you know, you want to take life to a new level, but you're associating yourself with people who are always down-spirited, depressed, and always have something negative, they're pessimistic instead of optimistic, left them alone. If you want to fly, you have to give up the things that weigh you down. Nice. I like this one. It's 19 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning, Uncle Glyden and family. How you do, papi? You good? Trevs. Yeah, good morning, Auntie Elsa. Sam and Skeeter. Can't call Skeeter pet name on the air, you know what I'm saying? That was my pet name to her. Tell Poddy morning, all right? Good, nice. Now, the NDC government is one step closer to fulfilling its campaign promise to regularize contract workers in the public service. That sounds good. Yeah, I like that. Keep the promise. All right, so that's one of the buzzing stories this morning. Also, buzzing, how bad really is the state of the St. David Catholic Secondary School structure? Real bad. Yeah, real bad. The GUT's leader, Jude Bartholomew, is calling on the church and the government to do something. Well, I know talks were in the air about relocating to a lot of land down inside of Malmont. Yeah, while there. Good morning to you, Marvin and family. How you doing, bro? All is well? Hope everything working out fine, right? Nice. Yeah, I know there are talks about that even in the previous administration. Under the previous administration, there were talks about relocating to St. David. There were also some talks about relocating to Lassages, but I think what was final, well, I don't know if it's finalized, but what I heard most was relocating to Malmont. All right, so we'd like to hear about that. The school is really in a dilapidated state. So finally, buzzing this morning, the radiology department at the St. George's General Hospital is now equipped with a new computerized thermography scanner. That's a CT scanner. Now, thanks to the Barbados-based Maria Holder Memorial Trust. Yeah, I know these people. Yeah, I know them. Yeah. Good, nice. More equipment, more health. Yeah, more health facilities. Not facility, but more health. What is the word I'm looking for here? I was looking at a video on Facebook yesterday with, the side effect of a particular thing causes memory loss. Good morning, Rhino. Good morning. Rhino sent me that video. Yeah, too much of something causes memory loss. And, the guy was trying to identify them and he was stuck on one, Yeah. Good. Nice. So, folks, those are the stories buzzing this morning. Saying good morning to you, Tonya, schoolgirl. How you doing? You all right? Yeah. I hope you're doing fine. You and schoolboy and the children. All right. Mary E. Banks says good morning. So too does Frances Buckmeyer. Blessed morning, Innocent, and the entire GBN crew. Thank you. Arthur Langine. Happy Thursday, my brother, from your friend in Brooklyn, New York. You are my friend and my brother. Which one? I got to talk to Judy about you, I ain't like how you're handling me, papi. Yeah, all right. Good. Kathy and Adams. Good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Grenada and GBN listeners. Good morning to Birch Grove. Auntie, have a wonderful... I tell Auntie morning already. So good morning to you, Kenneth, Solange, and Zuri. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Alpheus Duncan says, good morning, Grenada. Love from SVG. Wow. Good morning. Always look for Melville Jack. He's up at Shanxi. Tell him I say hi, all right? Yeah, good. Maxwin Belfan says, good morning to my friend, Mr. Joseph. Have yourself a great day, sir. Yeah, it's a nice thing when an ex-student of yours could call you friend. That's nice. Good. Good morning to all of you. Hope you're doing fine. Yep. Nice. Let me see who's on the WhatsApp platform. Okay. Oh, Nadisha says, good morning. Nobody cannot hit you. Never. All right. Yeah, know how people thinking. All right, Love Child Kim says, I love the progress that is happening in Grenada. I really hope everyone could get on the development train and work together. That is a good thing. Yeah, that is a good thing. All right, folks, we've got to take that break because we've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather here on Classic. Those of you who are on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. We'll be back with the conversation after 7.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The long-standing issue of regularization in the public service is finally being addressed. Government revealed its rollout of the regularization of workers on Wednesday.
The National Democratic Congress government is one step closer to fulfilling its campaign promise to regularize contract workers in the public service, creating one public service with everyone appointed by the Public Service Commission. During a special press briefing on Wednesday by the Department of Public Administration, or the DPA, an update on the status of regularization of public workers was provided by Lindona Hilaire Marshall, Permanent Secretary at the DPA.
The regularization exercise is scheduled to start officially in October. So because we have been able to get the framework developed and approved through Cabinet, we are in a position where the regularization process have already started. So we do have a number of persons who have already been confirmed.
Hilaire Marshall said by regularizing workers, the government aims to create a more stable and productive public service, which will ultimately benefit both employees and the broader society.
The regularization exercise covers all individuals engaged by the government of Grenada on a long-term permanent basis in keeping with regulations in an established, unestablished, temporary, undocumented, or non-employee mode whose status does not afford them security of tenure. What it does not cover, who it does not cover, are workers engaged on contract for service and such the like, associated with projects that have a stipulated lifespan or third-party engagements.
The process of regularization, a phased approach from 2023 to 2025, involves a thorough review of the current employment status of workers in the public sector, and a number of factors will be used to determine who will be regularized.
The first phase, we would look at persons in acting, temporary, on assignment, and probationary status on the establishment. And we are optimistic by the end of December 2023, we should complete the first phase of the regularization exercise. The second phase, which would look at persons holding PSC contract, contract of service, daily paid, and persons holding ministry letters. That phase, we trust we would be able to advance through in 2024, and then we're going to be in a position to start looking at the third phase, which would look at people who are holding contracts for service, as well as the Imani trainees.
The regularization will have a significant financial impact on the government's purse.
The government now would be obligated to honor added increments, added fringe benefits, paid vacation leave, and of course, pension.
Unions representing the public sector have been clamoring for regularization for a number of years. Labor representative in the Senate and president of the Technical and Allied Workers Union, Andrew Lewis, following the Governor General's throne speech on Tuesday, said he's optimistic that the regularization of public workers would come to fruition.
And the commitment given by this current administration while on the campaign trail that the fixed-term contract is illegal, and therefore we look forward very eagerly to have this matter resolved this year. And that is, and I repeat, that is one of the single most important, has to do with the tenure of our members, especially in the public service.
By regularizing workers, the government aims to improve the overall quality of the public service. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly
In revisioning the public service, the Department of Public Administration, or DPA, has come with an HOPE, Hope Vision, as a guide for the quality of the service. Permanent Secretary of the DPA, Lindana Hilaire Marshall, broke down the acronym.
We really would like to see our public officers happy. We want persons to come to work with a smile. We're tired of persons being grumpy and uncomfortable. They don't want to get up in the morning to dress to come to work. We want to get excited about our work. We want to wake up, smile, and come to work being eager to help persons, because we're here to serve. We want persons to be happy. The O for us is optimism. We want to cultivate a growth mindset. We want persons to be open-minded, solutions-oriented. Something happened, don't dwell on the negative. We also want to see a productive public service. We want us to be result-oriented. We want us to strengthen our performance management system so that persons know the objectives that are set for you at the beginning of the period based on your ministries or your department's work program. And the E for us in the Hope-Centered Public Service represents efficiency and effectiveness.
Hilaire Marshall said unfavorable work attitudes will not align with the DPA's Hope Vision. Hence, behavior will be one of the determining factors about who is regularized.
It is not just a free-for-all. We have to pay attention to capability. Therefore, the setting of standards and the criteria is important. So part of the consideration for the criteria for the regularization exercise is that of capacity, behavior, and I think we all appreciate the fact that we need to monitor, or we need to pay attention to persons' attitude to work, their willingness to be flexible, their willingness to support the ministry and what is going on in the ministry. Sometimes we understand that some people are just slackers. Would we want to promote that sort of behavior? We say no. We want the public service to move forward, and to do that, we need to be serious about what we are doing.
The Grenada Union of Teachers president is pointing out what he sees as major issues at the St. David Catholic Secondary School. Cosina John spoke with the Catholic Church about the GUT's concerns. Here's her story.
GUT President Jude Bartholomew, a former student of the St. David Catholic Secondary School, is lashing out at the Catholic Church as he believes they should take some form of responsibility for the issues plaguing the school.
Yeah, so there is a problem at St. David's Catholic Secondary School, and that has been going on for a long time. Now we are calling on the church, the Roman Catholic Church, the Bishop of St. George. We observe that there are other Catholic institutions that are getting repaired or in good condition. But you're asking yourself, what about St. David's Catholic Secondary Schools and other schools that are affiliated to the church?
According to Bartholomew, it's over 4 decades the school structure has been in a deplorable state, and nothing has been done to ensure safety and a conducive working environment for students and staff. He said his latest visit to the school revealed a more devastating reality.
Visited St. David's Catholic Secondary School together with St. David's branch, and I must say it is very painful. It is sad. It wants to make you cry. St. David's Catholic Secondary School, the condition in which this school is in, the state, almost 30-something going to 40 years ago, and the same old desks, the same break-up screen, the same tables, the crack-up walls, the dilapidated toilet facilities and everything like that, the darkness with very little light. St. David's Catholic Secondary School, that is what is happening there.
Over the years, much has been said about securing a suitable site for the relocation of the school. In a GIS report back in June this year, it was announced that the decision was made to have the new school building constructed at Malmont St. David. Bartholomew is calling on the parliamentary representative for St. David, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, to ensure this promise comes to fruition.
calling. And one thing we observe to say to go a little further, you look at St. David's, and St. David's have been denied a lot of things from politicians and from those representing St. David's for a very, very long time. It's unfortunate to say. So we think that the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, now who is representing St. David's and a parliamentarian, will really try his best as what he's doing with St. David's REC School, doing a wonderful job. So we are calling on him and others of the Minister for Education and other persons in education, the Ministry of Education, Communications and Works to really and truly speed up the land and everything in place and the drawings for St. David's Catholic Secondary School and to give St. David's Catholic Secondary School what is due to them.
GBN reached out to Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, Bishop for the Roman Catholic Diocese of St. George's, who said discussions have been taking place with government in a cordial manner. However, it was put on hold due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Bishop Harvey added that there are plans to build a new school and said he is confident that the present relationship with the Ministry of Education will see this situation addressed. He said this is not a time for antagonizing, but rather collaboration with the Ministry of Education in the best interest of teachers, students, and by extension, the wider community. He commended the ministry and staff of the school for the responsible way in which this matter is being handled. Christina John, GBN News.
The government is securing funds to roll out several renewable energy projects throughout the state of Grenada. All of this falls in with their commitment to reducing greenhouse gas emissions. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
Government said it is at an advanced stage of acquiring funding for a solar system that will service the Maurice Bishop International Airport. This comes as the NDC-led administration continues its commitment to reduce greenhouse gas emission and promote green cooling and renewable energy solution in Grenada. Governor General Dame Cecile La Grenade announced during the delivery of Tuesday's throne speech to mark the opening of the second session of the 11th Parliament that government has developed a national energy policy to determine Grenada's optimal energy mix and have completed an assessment of Grenada's generation capacity. She said government is now working feverishly to mobilize resources to expand renewable energy generation.
My government is pleased to report that we are at an advanced stage of negotiations in securing funding for a mega solar PV system at the Maurice Bishop International Airport, which will contribute significantly to reducing our reliance on diesel, the modernizing of our electric grid, and the building of resilience in the electricity sector. We have developed a national energy policy to determine Grenada's optimal energy mix and have completed an assessment of Grenlec's generation capacity. We are now working feverishly to mobilize resources to expand renewable energy generation.
Dame Cecile said that an aim to reform the electricity sector is ideal for the transformation of our nation, which will require a tremendous effort given the gravity and capacity of the current situation. She outlined other renewable projects throughout the state of Grenada.
The Limla Solar PV project in Carriacou, the Grenada Geothermal Energy Development Project in St. John and St. Patrick, and the proposed energy efficiency project in public buildings are significant steps in this direction. Madam President, Mr. Speaker, my government reaffirms its commitment to reform the electricity sector as quintessential to the transformation of our nation.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
Grenada Electricity Services, Grenlec's new chairman is Rodney George. George, in February 2023, retired from Vardsala after more than 33 years with the company and was appointed to serve on the Grenlec board in July 2022. He is now the chairman of that board. George was appointed following the recent resignation of Benedict Braffett, who was appointed in July 2022. His appointment was among the first new appointees of the Deacon Mitchell administration. There's been no publication in the Government Gazette announcing that the Grand Lake Board was reconstituted, but Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell disclosed the new appointment during an interview with the Government Information Service on the 26th of September 2023. The other members of the board are Lazarus Antwine, Alan Bierzinski, Dorset Cromwell, James Pitt, Joe Roberts, Andrea St. Bernard, and Hugh Thomas. The radiology department at the St. George's General Hospital is now equipped with a new computerized tomography scanner, also called a CT scanner. Compliments of the Barbados-based Maria Holder Memorial Trust. A special handing over ceremony was held on Tuesday, bringing to 3 the number of CT scanners on the island. Nisha Paul reports.
A computerized tomography, or CT scan, combines a series of X-ray images taken from different angles of the body and uses computer processing to create cross-sectional images or slices of the bones, blood vessels, and soft tissues inside the body that allow doctors to better diagnose a patient. The donation of the Revolution Evo 128th slice CT scanner to the St. George's General Hospital stems from discussions held in 2019 with former Director of Hospital Services, Dr. Carol McIntosh. Rochelle Roach is the Chief Executive Officer of the Maria Holder Memorial Trust.
The CT scanner will open accessibility to those with limited or no resources, provide immediate diagnosis of emergency cases that present to the General Hospital, including patients with trauma, stroke, deep vein thrombosis, acute coronary syndrome, neonates, and pediatric emergencies, allow for the advancement in oncology cases and the development of the stroke unit and interventional cardiology services. It will allow the General Hospital to support a wide range of medical specialties, including pediatrics, internal medicine, general surgery, oncology, obstetrics, gynecology, and neurosurgery.
Dr. Linwald Fleury is the sole radiologist at the St. George's General Hospital. He says the services will be accessible to all.
We are not going to discriminate financially. We have things in place, social services in place, to make sure that we work together.
Additionally, the Trust donated 2 wheelchair adaptable buses and 12 wheelchairs to the Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture. Education Minister David Andrews says more than 160 students with special needs will benefit from the investment of more than $300,000. He said the Maria Holder Memorial Trust will also be providing the relevant training for officials in this regard.
Mobility is a barrier for persons with special needs in many cases. When our special needs students have to use the public transport system, regrettably they are discriminated upon. Some bus providers, some service providers refuse to pick them up. Sometimes they're hustling and these people take too long to get on board. And they call them names sometimes, regrettably. I mean, I'm not even happy to stand here to say those things, but it's the reality. And so when we get a donation like this, that allows us the opportunity to give specialized attention to train our professionals and our caregivers who are going to interface and interact with them, it puts us in a good place.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, who attended the handing over ceremony, noted the Trust's valuable contribution to Grenada over the last 15 years.
The Trust has implemented 21 projects in Grenada at a total cost of $14.6 million EC dollars. Lion's share of the investment, 46% of it has been in education and 33% in healthcare.
The Trust works with government entities and registered NGOs in Grenada and other Caribbean countries to implement projects that have a direct impact on the lives of vulnerable people, targeting children, youth, the elderly, and those in vulnerable or difficult circumstances. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Grenada National Park is about to receive a facelift, with the establishment of trails, the installation of new signage, and the restructuring of the vending booths and the Welcome Center. Christina John has that story.
Grenada joins the rest of the world to observe World Tourism Day 2023. The focus by the Minister of Economic Development, Planning, Tourism, ICT, Creative Economy, Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Lennox Andrew, is to further develop the tourism product.
My plan for tourism development is to see the following. 1. A destination that showcases its unique cultural richness through creative and performing arts, including music, dance, arts and craft, expression, heritage, and storage. 2. A destination that provides a safe, satisfying, and fulfilling experience for visitors. 3. A destination where visitors can get a fair return on their investments and investors can get value for the money spent.
In an effort to invigorate the tourism product, the tourism minister indicated that his ministry has taken on a new thrust for tourism development in Grenada. The aim, he said, is to rethink tourism and not return to what was comfortable and normal.
Government seeks to facilitate the transformation of our tourism into a globally competitive and sustainable industry that focuses on environmental stewardship, conserves socio-cultural heritage, and contributes significantly to the economy with emphasis on increasing the gross domestic product through linkages with all sectors, product enhancement, building capacity, and creating employment and equal opportunities for all.
The theme, Investing in People, Planet and Prosperity, is a call to action to prioritize environmental sustainability. He said tourism can have serious ecological impacts and challenges while bringing many benefits, and as such, there is a responsibility to ensure that what we do does not harm the very attributes that bring visitors to our shores. The tourism industry, he notes, is showing signs of growth following the COVID-19 pandemic.
For the period January to July 2023, Grenada welcomed a total of 102,519 stayover arrivals as compared to 69,510 in 2022, an increase of 47.4%. Cruise arrivals increased by 84%, with 198,896 passengers in 2023, compared to 107,937 in 2022. Yachting showed an increase of 63.6%.
The minister also announced the addition of 31 new pieces of sculpture to the Molyneux Underwater Sculpture Park this October, while the Granite Tank National Park will see the establishment of trails, the installation of new signage, and restoration of vending booths and the Welcome Center. Christina John, GBN News.
A concerned citizen is warning of what he sees as danger waiting to happen. Let's turn to the GBN ISOP platform.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISOP is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Our citizen journalist tonight is concerned over a potential looming danger at a bus stop on the Carenage. This bus stop is near to the post office. There is an opening which is above a deep drain, which poses a hazard to persons utilizing this stop. Moreover, the bus stop is en route of at least 3 schools in the Tantine area. Our citizen journalist observed that some school children love to play near the hazardous area, making it more dangerous. Our ISO reporter is hoping the relevant authorities will have this issue rectified as soon as possible. We thank our citizen journalists for bringing this issue to our attention. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Thompson, co-owner and founder of Grenada Tours, Taxi and Rental. We provide transportation tours in the field of tourism. Being in in the field of tourism, the pandemic have taught us that we need all the help we can get, which the NIF has been very helpful in doing so. But as a small business owner, we are even more excited right now with the new initiative that the NIF have launched, providing a little bit more flexibility for small businesses like ourselves. So we definitely encourage all of the small business to consider getting on board with the NIF and this new initiative that allows the level of flexibility that they have implemented.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Is faster and easier with Glow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome, viewers and listeners. It's 15 minutes gone past the 7 o'clock hour. It's time for the conversation this morning. Before we head to the telephone lines, though, I'd like to just look into some of our Facebook comments. Sharon Bartholomew says, "Good morning, everyone from Northern Virginia. It is cold out this morning. Come home. Come back home. Love Child Kim, stay warm. We're very warm in Texas." Okay. Mildred Smith says, "Good morning, beautiful soul of the Tri-Island State, especially the host of this platform, IG," that's Innocent Gordon. Okay. Good morning, Mildred. I'm not seeing Paula Paul these days. Okay. Yulin Alexander, "Good morning, Gordon. Good morning, Grenada, Caracopidi, Martinique. Blessings to all on this thankful Thursday. Have a blessed, wonderful, safe day, everyone from New York." Sharon Bartholomew says, "Me soon come. You sound like a Jamaican there." Hurry up. All right, it's 16 minutes after 7 o'clock, and the conversation this morning. There are a number of things that are buzzing, really. Let's just go back here. I want to go back here. Something that is of really keen interest to me, and I'd love to hear the folks from St. David as it relates to the refurbishment or relocation of the St. David's Catholic Secondary School. Good morning to the principal and staff. Good morning to the coaching team, especially Smeshi, I can't remember your right name, Coach Denise, and the entire coaching team, the staff, students, everybody, especially teacher Louise. Good morning. Jig, good morning. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you.
How are you?
Oh, quiet to know. And how are you today?
I am doing fine.
All right. Opening the school. I would want to give you a brief history of the reason why this school is not removed or relocated yet, but I can't say certain things in air. So I'll have to call you back after the program. But what I would advise the people of St. David's is to stop fighting each other down. Because if we continue to do that, we're going to get nowhere. And I'll just leave it there. But I'll call you after the program to give you a little history of why this school is not yet built at the area mentioned there. Okay?
Okay, thank you, caller.
Have a
good one. Yeah, good. All right, I want to extend special birthday greetings to Skipper, wishing him loads of happy moments and all the good life has to offer. And that's coming from Annalisa and the Huggins Tours family. Skipper, happy birthday to you. Good morning to you, Mr. Cecil Cadet and family. How are you doing, Papi? Good morning to Mommy Gwenny out there in Belial and the folks at the Country Kitchen. Good morning. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, innocent. Good morning to you, listeners and the viewers.
Welcome.
There's quite a few things I would like to talk about, but I'll start with the issue in Canada. Because we tend to look up to Canada. We tend to almost worship Canada, notwithstanding that Canada has imposed a visa restriction on us for the last many years, compliment of the former government. But it's interesting that little mention being made of that, and although for two news period, the night before last night, and then yesterday, mention was made, albeit from foreign entities, about the situation in Canada, where it was so, unbelievable that the Canadian Parliament, members on both sides, and the Speaker praised a Nazi collaborator. The same people, the Canadian and the Ukrainian, who gathered the Caribbean leaders earlier this year under the auspices of CARICOM, and scolded them and schooled them and said to them, you have to take the side of rule-based law. Knowing fully well, or maybe not knowing, that the connection between the Ukrainian regime and Nazism, the thing about the Canada situation, which is unfortunate, you have the Deputy Prime Minister who have a connection or background with Nazism, and as a result, Canada have given billions of dollars to Ukraine, and little to even the street people, the people who are the refugees who are sleeping on the street in tents in Canada. So we have to be mindful when we're looking up at Canada as an ideal. Canada played a role in what is happening in Haiti. They played a role. They was complicit in the removal of Aristide. When we're not making connection historically and contemporarily with events from the past and the present, and then just letting people dictate and impress us of what action to take. I think it's unfortunate.
Okay.
And although there are other issues I would like to discuss, but for now, let me say I don't believe that anything will come out or there will be any major result at the COP28, because I don't think Caribbean leaders understand what is the role, and also because historically the Caribbean leaders have played lip service when it comes to climate change. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Sonia Mathlin Scott says, good morning, everyone. Sonny Green says, nothing is happening in Grenada, not a thing, just talk and trying to claim NNP projects for their own. Time for NDC to leave. Boy, you're real provocative. Okay. Back to the phone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent Paulette. Listen, the gentleman just called. I do believe on the BBC the other day, a gentleman apologised in the Parliament, the Speaker, and he's resigned. I don't know whether the man's following that, but they made a mistake, obviously. So the man did resign, I think, the Speaker of the House in Canada.
Okay.
I think that's what I saw on BBC anyway. Have a good day.
You
Bye.
too. Have a good one. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the Speaker of the House did step down eventually. Actually, he did, because he was pressured to do that at first, and then he voluntarily did so. It's 23 minutes after 7 o'clock. Now, the conversation we had yesterday, I listened to a number of people's comments on that saga that is ongoing with, the Governor General in her throne speech claiming that there is no oil and gas in Grenada. And so many people had different opinions on that, but again, I will plead the fifth on this. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning. How are you doing?
I am alive and thankful. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just calling to let the authority know that those who are in charge of traffic at the Tempe Old Coke Factory, I think you need a pedestrian crossing. It'll be a hazard for people to get across the road, and it's around the bus. So I will let the traffic department to look into that very seriously.
Okay, yeah, I do agree with you. I know the area, and I think so. Thanks for bringing it up, right?
Thank you.
Have a good one. Thank you. Yeah, the traffic department, members of the traffic department, that roundabout by the old Coke factory there, right? Yeah, pedestrian crossing could do well right there. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Mr. Joseph.
Good morning, sir.
Please be advised that the Governor General did not say under any circumstances that there was no oil and gas in Grenada's territorial waters or wherever. What the woman did say is there were no records of transition from the previous administration to the new one. Let us get the thing straight. No one, including her, can deny that there are hydrocarbon reserves in our territorial water. It's been tested and proven. You hear me speak from time to time about the seismic research data. Yesterday morning I also said to prove that it exists is that there was a case with a chap called Jack Greensburg and GPG in a court in Texas some years ago. Greensburg lost. What was his charge against these people? For using his quote-unquote trade secrets, the seismic data that he and his organization collected some years ago. Let us be careful with what we tell the people. But I'm happy to have the opportunity to add this at this moment. What is happening in Grenada today and these statements made by the Governor General had to happen. The course was set for it. Because when Grenada got into this issue related to exploration and exploitation, of our resource, hydrocarbon resource, it was incorrectly, I would say further, illegally done. Illegally done. You take a look at the law, Act number 31 of 2007, and you will see. It totally excluded all aspects of quote-unquote bidding as we know it legally for the blocks. 11 blocks were given to one company. Just imagine that. In recent times, you had the news from Guyana. They're auctioning off blocks, and each one of these blocks, when they're auctioned, each one of them, the payment normally made to the state is between $5 to $10 million US. Brothers and sisters, have we ever heard a cent come into the coffers of Grenada as a result? 11 blocks given away to one GPG where that came out of nowhere. This thing deserves, and I'm saying it here publicly, this whole oil and gas issue in Grenada deserves a judicial investigation. Forensic judicial investigation. People must be, people have to be held responsible for the dereliction of duties, irresponsibility, acts of deceit. And this country shall continue to suffer if we don't put things into place to curb it. This oil and gas thing is a very serious thing. We've been misled over the years, but there are reserves, hydrocarbon reserves in our territorial water. Let's get it straight what the woman said. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Citizen Rolo. And indeed, I must say this. I don't want to say it's a slip of the tongue, but actually what I intended to say was the unavailability of the records, not no oil and gas, but no records showing the oil and gas reserves that we claim to have in Grenada. All right, so thanks, Citizen Rulo. Observant as always. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
How are you, sir?
I am alive and thankful.
Yeah. Well, we have to see what happening again because the Russians are here now and they're going along with in the office, Prime Minister office and so on, going and do the thing now. So let me see what will happen because the Russians are here.
What thing? What thing?
Right? So we got to take it from here. See what the Russians say now because they are here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not certain if I quite understand you, and I wish I do. I want to understand you. When you say the Russians are here, what are you talking about?
Well, the people who come to with the oil that was drilling the oil and gas, they are back here.
They're in Grenada now.
They're right here now.
Okay.
They're going around right now, the Prime Minister's office and so from yesterday.
Okay. Also, maybe we might have some good reports.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I know the guy who's taking them around, so I know they're here.
Okay.
He started taking them around from yesterday.
Okay. All right. Good, man. Thanks. Good. Right. Sharon Bartholomew says, Citizen Rulo, I agree with you this morning. Neil McMeo says, good morning to Roach, Godzilla, Ice, Spanner, and Uncle Piggy. Nemi, good morning. Sonia Matlin Scott says, that can happen if it was you who put them there. Until then, they will not be going anywhere anytime soon. So you will have to deal with it. Yeah, you all having a kind of back and forth with all your party. I tell all you already. This partisan politics thing is during that season of electioneering. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After the results come out, after election night, whoever wins, whichever party forms the government, that government is the government of everybody. So we ought to wish our government well, give them the fullest support until that time comes around again when it's campaign or electioneering season, and then you do what you have to do in your ballot box. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
I had to call this morning because my comment that was made yesterday was not reflected in your going on the chat. That discussion that is around that oil and gas, I mean, and as the moderator of the program, I would like you to, because there were a lot of people who made comments yesterday, and they were totally off base. Off base meaning the issue at hand is not that we have, Mr. Rolo spoke about it this morning as well. It's not that we don't have gas and oil, or there is no evidence of it. It's that the records, and there was a lot of transactions that have been made. I would want to say deals, arrangements with different people at different stage. These are the records that, in my view, from the news that have been on the radio, that is not available to the government. And it is unfortunate. And people are blaming the Governor General. I mean, she's just reading the Strone speech. Yes, she was there at the previous administration, and she read certain things. But the evidence is that there is no records of what transpired then. And that is the issue at hand. And people are making so much nonsensical statement over this thing, in my view. And as the moderator, Mr. Innocent, I think at some point in time, you have to interject and correct some people. It is pointless that you have a program, which I value, and the moderator at some point in time, and I know that you are aware of some of those things, you should make interjection and correct people, because we are going out there to the world. And when people hear the news and they hear the comments that people are making, and you as the moderator sits there and make no correction, it is unfortunate.
Thank you.
That will be my comment this morning. Thank you.
Have a good one, right? Okay, folks, it's 27 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Introducing the NIS Dream Loan, where possibilities are boundless and your aspirations are our priority. No matter where life takes you, NIS Dream Loans are here to make your dreams a reality. From purchasing your first plot of land or dream property to renovating spaces, building your home, and seamlessly switching mortgages, we cater to every step of your journey. And here's what sets us apart. We offer easy financing options with competitive interest rates, quick approval processes, and flexible repayment terms. So why wait? Apply now and let our dedicated NIS team guide you through this exciting journey. Visit nisgrenada.org/dream loan or call 440-3309 to book an appointment. Terms and conditions apply. Your dream awaits.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Ready. A new season of the Grenada debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenada debates, September 2023. Tune in.
the box, we say, yeah. GBN, we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. We'll be jamming here on a Thursday.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners. Before we go any further, I want to say happy birthday to Tasia Maxwin out there in the Bocas in St. George. You've got birthday greetings coming from the Vivek and Stewart families. All right, it looks like you are receiving inside information. Alison Cox Asplund asked that. Innocent, it seems like. All right, Kristen Sylvester says, it seems like election in the air. Why so much election talk? Election is already the NDC in office. To who didn't know? People hearing without listening. That's what Shirley and Lorraine says. Milky Way says, Grenadians, we are first class stupid. Reading this comment clearly states how something I want to get it right. Clearly states how low we mindsets are in. If I was them ministers and them, I'll leave that here, cause I can't want nobody tell me nothing for me to lose much cool. Good morning to the entire government body. Continue working forward. All right, all you want to come down on the government body. Why all you didn't go to school and get okay? All right, let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr.
Welcome to the program.
Right. I think it was really, really unfortunate yesterday what happened, but I was happy to hear two callers already called this morning to make the same observation I wanted to make, that the Governor General never said that the issue, a matter of fact, was not about gas and oil being present in our waters. The records of those transactions over the years cannot be found. That was came over in the news. But yesterday allowed so many callers to go as though the issue was gas and oil. Since the days of Uncle Gary, we know we have gas and oil. So, and I don't think the opposition leader is stupid or forgetful. When he said that on the platform, the man was 100% confident and sure, and we knew what he was saying is true. And when he came back later on, he said it was not sufficient. But the issue is not whether it's present there in the waters or not. The records of it is what we cannot find. And that was so unfortunate to allow the callers to go on thinking the issue was over the gas and oil. The issue is over the record. So I just think in the future when you have those programs that you make sure you get it facts so you could correct the callers if they're going off track. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. I have already addressed that, but thank you anyways, yeah? 20 minutes on to 8 o'clock. That is the time. All right. One of our WhatsApp contributors says, caller, investors and officials are always visiting and taken around the country. So I hope you look around you to see the development and transformation. Right now, there are many dignitaries in Grenada attending a conference. Listen, the records are needed. That's the issue. The records not available. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you doing?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome.
Right. I didn't hear exactly what the previous caller said, but I was concerned yesterday that we were going to be hoodwinked. And people seem to have been hoodwinked by what the opposition leader said. We know that there's a history about oil and gas exploration. We know we signed that delimitation thing. What the Prime Minister was talking about was what happened since that pronouncement in 2018. You understand?
Yeah.
Because there was that massive, major pronouncement on the eve of election of all this amount of oil and gas. We're not talking about what happened before with GPG and the drawing of the lines with Trinidad. No. So that's what the opposition leader is trying to confuse people with. This is is already known. This is water under the bridge.
So what do you think? What should be the ideal situation there? What should be the ideal response?
To me, I'm not sure if I understand your question, but the opposition leader is fully aware of the brag that he made on the eve of election in 2018.
Okay.
And the clip was there in your news.
Yeah.
Where are the records to substantiate that big boast that he made and the promise he made to the Grenadian people? So we always have to speak in context. But he's trying to make it look as though, there was never anything, there's no record, and there was a former NDC government who was involved. No, we're not talking about all of that. From that pronouncement you made on the eve of election in 2018, where are the records to substantiate that claim?
Okay.
And that big promise. And we have to keep this thing in that context. But there are many people who try to muddy the water and confuse everybody and hoodwink everybody. But it has to be seen in the context of that statement that was made on the eve of elections in 2018. What is there? Where is the paper trail? Where is the what do you call it when they do it, the transition file to support that big claim that was made? And that is what the Prime Minister is referring to, that is missing.
Okay.
And not what happened 50 years ago or 40 years ago in Gary's time and all these other things.
Okay.
Let's keep things in context.
Thank you very much.
We can discuss it more sensibly.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Have a good one. Thanks.
Sure. Same to you, brother.
All right. Folks, it's 17 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. Hope all is well. Yeah, a lot of people are bubbling and boiling up this morning. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Good morning, bro. How you doing, man?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm okay. Good morning to my cousin when I just called it.
Okay.
I'm just saying that I heard a story. I don't know if it's correct. You may be able to help me with that because you're a journalist. That FIFA charged Grenada $5,000 US after the last game we had in the National Stadium. Is that true?
I am not aware of that, but I can always call on my learned friend Ria Murray and find out.
Yeah, because when I heard that, I laughed because I was like, oh my God. I wonder if it's the ground staff.
I wouldn't know. Like I said, I don't know.
I remember I was in a bingo there, and I was surprised that we're giving our playing field or national playing field to have bingo. But I played still. But the moderator was like, don't throw your garbage on the ground or don't throw your waste on the ground. There's many bags around. Put it in the bag. And I was laughing the whole time. Because you cannot bring people on your national playing field. You have international games to play bingo. There are many other playing fields in Grenada you can have a bingo.
Okay.
And you're telling me, don't throw my garbage on the ground and I can't win. I'm not winning. People, when they're not winning, they get vexed. And then they start doing all kind of stuff. Let's imagine somebody buy a box of chicken. Some of us might just nib the meat out of the bone and just sometimes throw the bone, But then some of us will grind that bone down to the last and then spit it out. That fall on the field. Ants would come there. That would create an ant's nest. Or the bone would remain there.
All right.
I'm just saying that you cannot bring people on a national playing field. We have a problem here with maintenance. We're not keeping up our standard with our national assets. We just think, we just spoil it. Just spoil it. It costs taxpayers millions of dollars.
Okay.
So we have to take care of it. So I'm not saying that is that what caused that. But if FIFA are going to charge us $5,000 US because the field is not up to max.
Well, I'm not certain about that. So,
Well, you need to find out.
Yeah, well, I'll do that.
So you're
okay?
a journalist.
I'll do that. All right, yes, good. Bye-bye. 14 minutes on to 8 o'clock. That is the time. All right. Alison Cox Osplund says, I am really getting confused with the politics in Grenada. My question is, why the opposition could not sit with the PM before all this and give them a report, a handover report. If they love Grenada, they must do what it takes to build Grenada and stop this selfishness. All right. Ezron Primer says Keith and Trump. Okay. Akim Lewis, 2 male crabs cannot live in the same hole with a public servant with such mindset. Echoing these words tells you the character of the individual. Good morning, caller.
Mr. Innocent, good morning, and how are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. My thing is the oil and gas. Is not only the leader of the opposition we have to ask questions. What about Gregory Boyne? There was something with Mr. Greenberg, whatever is his name. So Gregory Boyne was a minister of energy, so we have to call him in. That is when we need the FBI. He have to say something. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a good one yourself. Love Child Kim. Funny people. Funny. People know the truth, but they will come up with all the different stories to make Keith look like he is telling the truth. Dr. Keith, bring forth the paperwork. NDC need evidence for oil and gas. Back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Morning again, Innocent. Sorry to have to call back, but I wanted to make mention of something. There are sometimes some narrative goes out, and it's unfortunate that those sort of things are happening.
What goes out?
But I heard some narratives on different radio stations, and if we listen to some of the comments that people make, we know where it is coming from. It is the exact narrative that is being perpetuated on that radio station in the north and some other area. The same thing is like a script that is written. But what I haven't heard this morning, because there are announcements that the regularization has started in the public service. That was a promise that was made by the NDC administration in terms of getting this thing right, with the craziness in terms of what has happened there. But I'm not hearing any mention that is being made from those so-called people who seem to be, they have green at heart. They're not making comments about that. They're not calling and commenting and complimenting the government on taking that bold initiative for once, at least. This process has started in the regularization of the status of public officers because it is needed. I mean, we have heard news that the public service has been desecrated. There are unfilled positions all over the place. No people. I mean, the Ministry of Agriculture is a classic case. The Ministry of Works is another one. And we are suffering as a people, but we have not heard any comments coming from those persons about that process that has started. I just thought I'd show that a little piece this morning. Thank you again.
Thank you very much, caller. Have a good one. Folks, it's time for us to take a final commercial break in the segment. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Being aware
of your body, empowering yourselves as women and ensuring that we do what is best for us. If we don't look after ourselves, we cannot take care of our families and our husbands and our workforce.
It's important to seek what's called a medical wellness checkup, and your family practitioner, your local health center, or even a specialist can guide you through what may be right for you.
Caribbean Medical, right here on this station.
Coming up on Caribbean Passport, the best young athletes from across the Commonwealth, all in one place? That's right. A regional banks initiative is demonstrating the power to make a difference. Healthy cooking, empowering climate change, and drastic love for Antigua and Barbuda. It's all next on this station.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
You mentioned the wing carry, then you have things like man, you must come back, you know. We have the low power there.
When you push your push up, it is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name.
Eight minutes away from 8 o'clock. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, Innocent, I just want to correct some information that was given because it came through your own entity. According to the news item on the football FIFA, or not CONCACAF, as a matter of fact, have charged the Football Association here, not Grenada, not the government, 2,000 US, not 5,000, 2,000.
Okay.
It's true that they would charge 2,000.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Ria, you need to give me a call, right? You need to explain that. Good morning, caller.
Morning, my buddy, Innocent. How are you, sir?
I am doing fine. How about you?
Well, on top of the world. I have two little things to show there. Well, you're the guy, I think you lost buy lambies, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he did.
When he cook, yeah.
Right. Well, I know you could buy a pack of lambi for $20, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know you could own up to $200 from the pack of lambi, or $100.
How are we doing that?
Well, a lot of us don't know. The lambi have something in it, have the high value of gold and diamond, called a pearl. I knew that a long time now. In the olden days, all my grandfather and them, they get in these things. So all this lambi and all these divers, do they know the way this thing does be, how to find it? So we could have been collecting too money. You understand? Okay. There's a lot of things in Grenada to explore and we don't really know about it. But it's there. It's lambi have a pearl. It's just as expensive as gold and diamond. Next one. I was surprised yesterday when I heard about, not yesterday, I go back on that same, this place, Monk Williams. Monk Williams, I know these people suffering over 30 years for a place to pass to go over the river. We have Ministry of Infrastructure here. We cannot build a little place for them, the people to pass. No, they said the Chinese are going there to do, and they didn't build a road, but they make a walkover for them. That is welcome. But in talking with one of my partners, you see, boy, hush, hush. Mount William is a very big estate. The Chinese interested in part of that place. That is why they're moving in. They're helping. My granny told me in the early, when people, it's a very simple science they're tying up in Grenada, very simple. People, they're giving you something every time, they're giving you this every time, or they're giving you, so when them come now in turn and ask you for something, you will have to give them. So it's a simple science they're working on us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, caller. It's thing they're trying. Okay. There is something brewing on the Facebook page that I am not getting involved in. You all with the color thing, you know. You all fight all your battle. I ain't even reading these comments on them live. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hey, my dear friend, how are you?
Don't brag because you're not taking no calls in a call, so you don't brag. I'm trying days now to reach you to confirm something from me, but I didn't want to call on the air. I'm calling you after the program.
Well, you have to excuse me for that. I had some issues here, but try it right after the program.
Anyway, that's what I tried many days. One day GT answer me, but
yeah, I tell you.
Anyway, yes. Two things I want to talk about. One, I would like to know who writes the throne speech that the Governor General reads. Okay? That's one. Secondly, that last thing you talk about with the Chinese, you hear they talk, they put in blockade and seawater to prevent people from passing on God's own sea. God make the sea, don't put blockade, don't put barrier, but China put in barrier. And he had to cover out one China. The whole world is China, you know, because Jinping or Ping, whatever is the name, he won the world as well. I don't know who he is, if he's God or the devil, but he wants the world, so he wants the thing. This, when the Chinese first came here, they had a lady who was an ambassador. She was on GBN and one of the Monday night program. And I listened to the woman, and I asked her what it is that Grenada has that they really after, because what they want, what little 133 square miles, what do they want? What they're doing in Africa is what they want to do here. The aim of China and those countries like Russia and North Korea, they want strategic location in the region for a purpose.
What is the purpose?
Leave that there, you'll find out for yourself. They have an aim and an objective, and they want to use Grenada, right? So they want to infiltrate by offering things, as your last caller said, offering you things. So when they really said, look, this is what we want, you can't refuse, but we better refuse, because Grenada belongs to Grenadians, we don't belong to China. We are not one China policy people.
Okay.
I heard there's some government minister talk about one China policy. We don't know about this one China. China wants every nation. Taiwan is China, Hong Kong is China, South Korea is China, everywhere is China. But they better leave Grenada to God, because God owns Grenada.
Thanks.
And tell the Chinese to remember that. If they don't want God, we are godly people. We may not be demonstrating it because of sin, but we belong to God. So leave Grenada alone.
Okay.
All right, have a good day.
You too, eh?
I will call you after the program. Something I want to ask you.
All right, thanks. Okay, no problem. Try your best. Folks, it's time for us to wrap the program up this morning. It's 30 seconds away from 8 o'clock. And those of you who called and participated, thank you very much for your participation. And we look forward to another engagement tomorrow. If the good Lord spare our lives, Marilyn Gordon, Grenada people of Assuming, Alison Cox Osplon, everyone wants a piece of Grenada. All right. Alexander Velez, a true caller. Well, I know I'm not for sale, you know. Akim, so you Grenadian people come together with your monies and assist the government then. Folks, thank you for being a part of the program. I am enlightened this morning. All right. Mary E. Banks, good morning again, and thanks for tuning in. Mildred Smith, good morning. Paula Paul, good morning, Paula. All right. That's it for the program. God bless you. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.